on, guys? Welcome back to the Ovens Garage. Today we're going to be installing a new front tie rod sleeve and front tie rods onto Old Blue. So if you come down here, I'll show you why I'm doing that. So these four-wheel drive trucks, there's two tie rods, the tie rod ends go onto each knuckle, just here and then on the other side. And then there's a straight sleeve that goes across and holds those two together. And that's basically your only adjustment for your front wheels is toe in or toe out. And then the other angles are set right off the kingpins and the knuckles. So the reason I'm replacing this is because this is actually, if you can see here, bent. These are supposed to be nice and straight. So I think either maybe someone hit a rock or a deer or something. I don't think these are too strong. So I'll show you what I'm gonna replace it with here. So I'm on Vancouver Island and I went to Parksville and I went to Northwest Fab, and they machined up a new tie rod sleeve, and then I got these tie rod ends from Northwest Fab. So this is upgraded like heavy duty tie rod sleeve. It's thicker and it's got thicker wall. I'll show you the end. We just got some tape on there right now, but it's thicker walled as well, so it's going to hold up better if you're hitting anything with it. And then these are the two tie rods. One's a reverse thread and one's normal thread. I did kind of note this too. I was kind of confused. This one it has an extra hole here. I'm not really sure why, but it's the right length once it's all in there. So we'll get her installed. Okay, so first step is we got to pull these cotter pins out, and then we'll drop the castle nuts, and then we got to try and pull out these tie rod ends somehow. So I've got a kit here that has a few different pullers in there that we can try out, and then I got a 3 arm puller if these don't work out. Okay, so in order to pop up this tie rod end, I just use this small what do you call these pulling devices? Pitman pullers. Yeah, Pitman puller, and got in above this part of the knuckle, and then I put the castle nut on upside down, so there's a little bit of room for the end of this push rod here to thread up, and then I just went in a few turns and it just made a large pop, and then it came off. So we'll try it on the other side. Grabs in there. All right, ready for it to pop. All right, so my kind of goal here is we can keep the alignment the same. We'll measure obviously this rod. We're not going to move the tie rods or twist them at all, but this is the right alignment that it's in now. But what we can do after is you measure the front edge of your tire and the rear edge of your tire and make them the same, and then that's how you check your toe in, toe out on these trucks. It's pretty easy, just using a tape measure.
I don't know, it looks pretty bent if you look at the shadow.
Okay, so we got the new tie rod just placed in there. What we ended up doing was just measuring the old tie rod from center to center of tie rod, and then we put the new one here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this tape measure, and then I'm gonna show you off camera, or we'll have to do this off camera, but I'm gonna measure from the outside edge of the tire on both sides at the fronts and then the rears, and I'm gonna try and match that measurement. It should already be fine because the tires haven't moved, but again, I didn't check it on the old one, so it might be kind of toe in a bit. So we'll see what it's at. Okay, so we measured on the front and the back. I got 151.8 on the front and 151 on the back. So I need to bring in the front just a tiny bit. So I'm gonna take this shaft and try and turn it in, or at least we'll see if it turns in because the wheels are still on the ground. But all right, I'm at 151.9 now. So that's gonna be too far already, so I think I'll go back a couple turns. Okay, I'm at 151.6. I'll call that. Go to the front. And I'm at 151.4. Okay, so just tightening up the castle nuts on the tie rod ends. I'm gonna put these to 35 foot-pounds, and then the next highest where you can put the cotter pin in there. So I've tightened it to 35 foot-pounds, then I'll put my cotter pin through and bend it back. So we'll do this side. All right, so what we like to do with our cotter pins is one goes down beneath, just like this. And then we're gonna take the other one and just bend it around the castle nut. Like so. Hit it with a hammer. Bend it around. Good to go. And then now we'll take our grease gun and then fill up those two boots with grease. All right, and we'll do a couple squirts in here until some grease comes out. There we go. We'll do the other side. There we go. Good. Okay. Straighten out the tie rod. And that's it. All right, so that's how you install new tie rods and new tie rod sleeve onto the first gen. I'm hoping that this thing is going to be holding up pretty well, and we'll put it to the test here soon on a camping trip. So thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Stay tuned for the next one.